Alright, you guys, so excuse the wind. I'm outside. I'm on our farm, so if you hear the farm animals, sorry about that. But I just want to talk to you guys. Yesterday, I want to start this from yesterday. Yesterday I logged on, which was, let's see, January 9th. January 9th is today. So yesterday was January 8th. So I log on, I see that I have a $5.50 bonus that's about to expire. So I use it. Decided to use it. Now, when I was playing on this site, loading a lot of money, playing bigger games, bigger tournaments, I couldn't get any type of bonus. And that went on for a long time. No type of bonus, no type of anything. Now all of a sudden, I'm hardly playing. I am not loading a dime, not one penny on these sites. All of a sudden, I'm getting all of these bonuses. I mean, I told you guys to let me know in the last video if this is going on with y'all. No one really said anything. So again, let me know, because I'm curious to see. But I log on, I see it, I decide to play a tournament. Long story short, in the first tournament, I wind up coming second. I'm sorry, didn't get a screenshot, but I got screenshots of the other tournaments that I cashed in. Now, there was a lot of bullcrap that took place. I didn't record it, which I have to, again, figure out how to live stream one for you guys so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. Not in just clips, but a full live stream or something. I tried recording once, but the video was just within a 20-minute video was already like 5 gigabytes, which I thought was huge. I don't know why. I even tried to lower the resolution. It was just too big, so I gotta try to find a way so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about and talk through it. I know I showed it in clips and other videos, replays, but I want this to be like a live video. But basically, I am gonna try to go back and find it. I think I can do it because I believe I did it before, where I can go back and see hand history in written form, but I wanted to show it in video form so you guys can see it. When I did have it downloaded on my Mac, I wasn't able to see the hand history. I don't know if I was doing something wrong or if I just know how to get to it, but I wasn't able to find it. I did ask someone, they had a Windows, they said they were able to do it before. So I'm going to try to download it on my Windows or my Mac, because I have it partitioned, and see if I can pull up those hand histories. But the moral of this story was, I decided to, after this one player in this first tournament, I decided to stick to my guns and not play against any of the suspicious players. And every time a player came on the table, a new player came on the table, I waited to really get in, to engage in hands. So that's how I made it so far. But there's a lot of times, hands that I should have played that I didn't play, I would have lost all of my chips. So I was lucky enough to try to avoid that. They did again get me once. Well, it actually got me twice. Once was today, which is a day later, but then once was on January 8th. And this particular player comes on the table. I'm doing good in the tournament. They come on the table, and I knew something was going to happen sooner or later, because that's what always happens. I'm doing good. They set a player right next to me, either right behind me or right in front of me, and all of a sudden this person just beats me out of my chips. And that's what they do. I fell for it once. I didn't fall for it again. This player was in every big hand, and they won every big hand. They wasn't in the little hands, the smaller hands. They were in the big hands. These are hands where people are getting pocket aces, pocket kings, flopping 2-pair, and all of a sudden on the river they get there. And the funny thing is, they get there 3 times within 15 hands of each other. They get a set of jacks. They get pocket jacks. They went with a set of jacks on the river. On the flop, pre-flop, everything, they were way behind. Their first hand was to get someone else. This person had pocket aces. The villain I'm talking about had pocket jacks. The board comes 10 queen. River turn comes a blank. I think it was a real small card, so it wasn't like they could have hit the straight or anything. But then the river comes, they hit a, and the other person is betting. They're betting big, but on the river, they hit a set of jacks. They win. My turn. I get pocket kings. I don't jam because I learned I know I can't do that on this site. So I raise big, which I know I shouldn't do that on this site as well, because either way it goes, I'm fucked. So, but I do raise big. I 3-bet. When I 3-bet, it's like 25,000. They only have like, I have like 300 something thousand chips. They only have like about 100,000. So I 3-bet 25,000 chips. Bam. The board comes, I have pocket kings. The board comes 10 something something. I can't remember, but long story short, they get there on the river, set of jacks. 5 hands later, it happens to someone else. Same exact hand, set of jacks on the river. No lie. So I am going to definitely pull that up and I'm going to show it to you guys, because this is the same junk that I'm talking about. This, between these 3 hands, you're going to see everything that I'm talking about. Yeah, and the most important thing is, it's same thing. If it keeps happening in the same manner over and over, it's a what? It's designed that way. It's a scam. You're being cheated. You're being bamboozled. That's just it. So after that, I no longer played in any hands. And when I start typing in the chat and talking, guess what? Bingo. Some of you guys may have guessed it correctly. They're pulled off the table. Now, again, we know when you're playing in tournaments, there's players that are going to be pulled off the table to different tables and stuff like that. But at the same time, when they pulled this person off the table after me talking about how fair this is, and there was even another player that said, wow, the second time when it happened to me, they typed something. Because they noticed that it was twice that they had that same hand just so soon on the river, and they thought it was suspicious, and couldn't believe it as well. So that's something to look for. I'm gonna pull it up and try to show it to you guys. Now, I did say I won second in that tournament, and I did. This particular tournament, I believe I came like 8th or 7th. It was a very, again, small tournament. I wind up making like $1 in knockouts, and that's a lot in this particular tournament, because most of the knockouts you're getting only like 3 cents, 6 cents, so it's very micro money. So I go end up getting $1 of that, and then plus the prize pool. I got like 40 cents out of the prize pool, so it was like $1.43, $1.42, 41 cents, something like that. Within $1.41, $1.42, $1.43 off that tournament. And I only paid 10 cents. So, and the same. So now the one from today, Sunday. Again, I now this one, they were really trying to get me. And they finally did get me. One memorable hand is the board came. I had suited 7-5. Again, we're very close, so your range does open up. Well, I'm gonna say that, and I'm gonna have a lot of stupid people. It's funny because I see in one of my previous videos. We were close to the money. Well, we were actually in the money. We were close to the final table, and we were right there at the final table. And I believe I was playing Jack Deuce, and there's another time I played like King 4. Again, they were both suited, and I have a lot of players talking, "Oh man, you suck. You should never play that." Blah 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 blah. But it's so funny because when I'm watching these live streams or these tournaments or these YouTube videos, and you see these supposed pros playing, you're seeing jamming with ace deuce, pocket deuces, king this, king that, and you don't see these same people on there talking about, oh man, he sucks, blah 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 blah. But just because I guess he's on TV and I'm not. I'm supposedly stuck for playing a hand that I should have played in a position that I should have played it. so it's funny. So a lot of these people that you see online, they talk and they talk, but they have zero results, no results, and just listening to that logic just makes no sense. But in this particular, sorry, I hope you guys can still hear me. The dogs are barking, and we have someone working on a barn. They got the saw going. So whatever. So I won't just be too long, but yeah, this is my results for the third tournament. This was today. I had to avoid a lot of the bull crap. I believe what I was going to say is I was going to tell you guys an example of what happened, but this didn't happen once. It happened multiple times. But I just had a feeling that I should have folded, and I did, and I'm glad I did. But I was going to tell you guys this hand. I had it was 3 of us in. One player had 9-3, and we only know this because we've seen the river and the calls. Another player had ace 4. I had 7-5 of diamonds. The board comes ace 9-7. The player bets. I was gonna call. I told myself don't call because this is how it happens. So I fold. It was a very small bet. It was only like 3,000 or 5,000 at that point in the level. So the big, so they only bet one big blind, and the board, and there was already like 15,000 in the pot. So I should have called, but I fold because I knew it was gonna happen. So the turn comes another 7. Guy is still betting. Guy only has a 9, and he's still just betting. The other person just calling because they're just trying to, I guess they're just trying to catch him or whatever. So I'm like, damn, man, I should have stayed in. A few seconds later, here comes the river. It's a 9. I'm like, yep, there it is. I told myself, there it is. And guess what? He bets on the river. The other dude calls because he has an ace with a 2-paired board. Dude winds up rolling over 9-3, and the other dude wound up rolling over ace 4. And these are the type of setups that was coming over and over and over. I flop a straight. I'm safe on the turn because the board doesn't pair up. It's a rainbow board, everything. River comes, pairs the board. I would have lost. And I folded the straight, not on purpose, but on accident. It was one of those misclicks, and I'm glad I misclicked because, again, I would have lost. There was 2 other players in the board on the table. Another player had the same exact hand that I had. They just kept going with it. Mine was an accident because I folded. It's just stuff like that. I mean, you can't experience so many bad beats over and over and over and it just be, oh, it's just online poker. No, it doesn't work that way. So I just want to share that with you guys, share some results, because I always have people on here talking about, dude, you just suck, you suck. But if I suck so much, then how can I win tournaments or even cash in tournaments? A long time ago, someone told me, oh, dude, you can't say you're good and don't show results, blah, 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 blah. Well, I started showing results in multiple ways, different ways. And even before that person even said that, I was showing results on my Instagram. So, I mean, if I suck so bad, then how is it that I'm pretty sure I win a lot more than most of the people that's coming on here just to talk junk. And it's funny, again, if you're gonna come on here and talk junk, don't just watch one clip or one video and then go off of that. You gotta watch more than that. Because I've explained things, I've showed things multiple times. Not just once, not just twice, but multiple times. Well, that's it. Just wanted to show some results. Tell you guys that story about the player, the suspicious player that won almost 3 times in a row within like 15 hands with the same hand and the same exact manner. Each time people are flopping, hitting a board, or you just have the board crushed. But all of a sudden on the river, they're there. So I'm gonna try to download it today and try to find it. If I can't, then I'll just go ahead and post this and then try to find those hands later and then post them.